be honest,
I'm going to shut this down right now.
Whoopi Goldberg is speaking up about her personal experience with substance addiction. On September 10th, The View co-host discussed a recent Good Morning America interview with actor Charlie Sheen. Charlie shared that when his father reported him for a probation violation after a drug overdose in the 90s, he initially felt betrayed, but later viewed the act as a gesture of love. The women were split on the issue. Joy Behar argued that Charlie's dad, Martin Sheen, should have found him a therapist instead of calling the police, while Alyssa Farah Griffin pointed to how her own family addressed her sister's addiction as an example of the necessity of, quote, tough love.
Would you think of this as a betrayal?
Yes.
Absolutely.
No. I would. I do.
Absolutely not.
Well, but she does.
This is
That's
called
okay.
The View. And my view as an Italian mother is you do not turn your children in. Especially if they have a drug problem or a mental health problem, you send them to a shrink or a hospital. You don't call the police. Yeah. Charlie Sheen made Martin Sheen made a big mistake. Your child is suffering, they have an illness, you do not send them to police.
I respectfully totally disagree. My sister's a recovering addict, which I've shared before. She's 12 years clean now, but the most loving thing a parent can do is tough love and get you off the streets and the help that you need. You are a danger to yourself when you're actively
You're agreeing with me.
But no. I think that was the right thing.
How do you get the help that you need in jail?
You don't.
I disagree. It's actually what ultimately led to my sister getting sober, was she was forced off the streets for long enough. She then went into a long-term program after she got out of jail, but it's sometimes the one thing that will get people clean.
But Whoopi Goldberg passionately broke into the conversation, using her familiarity with Charlie and her personal experience with addiction to share some insight into the complicated subject.
But someone like Martin Sheen, who had money, who had resources, you get your kid into a hospital.
I'm sorry. I'm going to shut this down right now. I'm going to shut this down.
I'm scared now.
Well, you should be. Because if you don't think they did everything, when I tell you,
we mortgaged our house, we spent everything we could
to get him straight. This was the last straw.
And you were closer to this because you knew them.
Well, I'm closer to it because having been an addict, I understand, an addict's way of thinking. We can BS you like nobody's business.
Yes.
I'm going to get clean. I swear, I'm never going to do this again. It's never. And the next thing you know, you're in it again, and your parent or the person that loves you is like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So sometimes you don't have any other choice except, because we all like to think that if we had the money, if we just had the money, we could make stuff better. Money,
a lot of rich addicts
doesn't always help. And Joy, if I was your child, I would appreciate that you didn't turn me in. But then you'd be pissed off at me because I'd go behind your back and do something dumb. Because that's what addicts do. We'll be right back.
The actress was transparent about her journey with drug abuse in the 1970s and 80s in her 2024 memoir, Bits and Pieces, My Mother, My Brother, and Me. She wrote that she eventually committed to sobriety to, quote, fix her life for the benefit of her daughter Alex, who was born in 1973.